Welcome to Anti Chess and Tarot. Hello, Aries. Welcome in. Thank you to all who've supported this channel. I really appreciate it. Remember, not everything we talk about is going to resonate or register with you here. Take what does and leave the rest. Take what helps you to help yourself. Let the rest go. So this week we're going to have a topic. We're talking about loneliness with all of the signs here this week. And your message I'm feeling coming in is when you are lonely, and especially if this is a time where you are lonely, then I feel like that's fortuitous that we have kind of have a sync up here on the topic. But for you, I'm feeling it has a lot to do with giving your power away. So be aware of that. You need a lot of symmetry in your life. So when things are off, and as an added addition, you have given your power away, that's when there's a lot of unhappiness and feeling alone for you, is how I'm seeing it in the cards here today. We've got the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and the World out here. Let's get a little bit further with this message, trying to find the reasons, the triggers, and how to help oneself when feeling down and alone. So one thing you're really good about is always bouncing back. The strength of the Aries is incredible. And that goes without saying, but is also important to say. Yeah, when you have endings, you can turn that right around. You can alchemize the energy and you can turn things around, and you're just never down for long. So people might be hard pressed to even hear that you are lonely or sad. Wow, but I'm also getting that you have more than your share of sadness, endings, and just challenges. And I'm getting it's because you put yourself out there a lot, which is good. You're brave, and so like your payoffs are bigger, but the downtime is harder too, is how I'm reading this energy. You're always good, though, at bouncing back and making new collaborations happen and keeping the balls rolling. The Sun and the Knight of Cups in the reverse is out here now. I'm glad to see the Sun is here, the happiness. See, you don't stay down for long. Justice. I've read other signs on this topic, and it's not, we haven't seen the Sun so much. But yours comes out in the 5th card. So again, you just don't let anybody or anything or any situation keep you down for long. You're like a mover and a shaker. You make things happen. And justice follows you because of your bravery. But one thing that does happen is you pull back from people, and that contributes to your loneliness. Giving up your power, pulling back from people, and things that aren't you need a lot of symmetry. Let's remember those 3 things. Page of Pentacles and Three of Wands is out here now. You need to always have something to look forward to. And I will say, you then create it. You don't wait around for somebody to offer you something. You create it. You're always looking to your future. So your trigger is giving your power away. But why? Why? 2 of Cups. Oh, I think that when you fall romantically, you fall hard. And I don't think you do it that often, but when you do, you fall hard. That's when you give your power away. Because you really do give it your all. Love relations. That's very admirable and very brave. And that's what we're talking about here in this read. But when it doesn't work out because you do it so infrequently, or you do it, very, you have very discerning habits there, you will pull back entirely and focus on other things like work. And Spirit's saying that's what continues to the loneliness level too, is the overriding, the trying to heal from this. Okay, so let's kind of get to that. 9 of Swords. Yeah, you'll act like you're fine, but you'll be very worried or upset. behind the scenes. 5 of Swords. Or you will go after other things with a lot of competitive energy, as if to say, I'm okay and I'm number one here. And this didn't work out here, but I'm number one here in this part of my life. But let's get to the advice here. If this is resonating with you, it's time for advice. Page of Swords. Trying to hide. Yeah. The energy I'm feeling is don't hide like how you feel. Just speak how you feel. If this person hurt you, this soulmate energy, speak it out. Let it go. It's part of the healing process. Or speak it out to somebody else that you feel like you can. Speak it out. Don't hold it in. It's part of the sadness and the loneliness. It's part of the pulling back and not engaging with people anymore. Okay? And some of you, I'm even hearing like rejecting interactions. Okay? That, you've got to see the logic here. I know you're very intelligent. That just contributes all the more to a feeling of isolation and this loneliness. Ace of Cups. Spirit is saying you are so good at getting things started again that have that A include love. Don't just be hurt. Try and work through this in a healing way. And we're going to get more on that. And start up again. Don't give up on love. And also, you're so good at just new beginnings. From the emotion comes always a new beginning and happiness. And that's your key. That's the key to this read, is that you're just so good at this. One moment, please. Thank you for your patience through that pause. Yeah, we do have the 3 of Swords out here now. You just don't want anybody to know when you're sad. But part of that keeps you more sad. You don't see it, the moon. Thinking that you can forge ahead and beat this thing or excel in another part of your life, but not addressing the healing that needs to take place in what is making you sad and lonely, keeps you sad and lonely. It keeps you, I'm hearing, ejected from others. Like you eject yourself out of any more interactions or any more emotional connections. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. It's a slow process for the healing that is to come. Two of Wands in the reverse. But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. What about the healing? Let's find out how to start the healing. Page of Cups energy. That's like anything is possible energy. Also, start with those people that admire you. Those people that have always been there for you, that are loyal to you. Start with them. Start engaging with them. 8 of Pentacles. They know you better than anybody. Start engaging with them on constructive criticism in this area so that you can see it too. You know, the ones that you really trust that can say, yeah, you jump in right away on a love connection and then you're crushed. You give your power away really quickly and then you're crushed. You know, something that you can't see, that someone who's known you for a long time, very loyal, you feel comfortable with these conversations that you don't typically feel comfortable in even with them, but pick like 1 or 2 people that you can really bounce off of, get some good insight into yourself from them. Four of Pentacles, because you're all about the not looking hurt and keeping the foundation going and your strong foundation going. That, of course, you can look at self and help self, but Spirit's saying you're going to get a lot of benefit from hearing this from others. An objective perspective, the Chariot. This moves along as opposed to the Knight of Pentacles energy that we saw earlier on where things are slowing up. Now that slowing up energy is when you're trying to act like everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Yeah, maybe this didn't work out, but I'm aces here, and good for you. And you, like I said, we've mentioned quite a few areas that you are just spot on terrific at. But this healing process really is an interaction with other people that can help you to look at self, which we all need, and helps the healing process along more quickly. If you stay in, I got this and I'm going to help myself, you'll fall back into habits I'm seeing that don't really help you to help yourself, and the energy is much more slow. So I think that's really good advice here. I hope you're finding that to be the case too. Yeah. Again, your strength is all about the ability to make lemonade out of lemons. You can always start up anew. And you get more than your share of hardships, but you can always start anew. And Spirit has said 2 or 3 times in this read, that is your strength. So that is your way out of the loneliness. But also get in with those people that can give you some constructive criticism, because I see where that's a benefit for you as well. The toxicity that we all have within, don't rely on self, because too much toxicity will come with that you're just not aware of, that is going to slow up your healing and is going to make you feel more of this lack. Yeah, you really need to be recognized by people who know you really well, who you trust, so that you can look at yourself in another way, in a fresh, new, truthful way. Yeah, many of you don't even realize you give your power away because you can manifest so well. You're like, hey, life ebbs and flows, ups and downs. I'm up or I'm down. But try and look at the patterns of why you're down so you can stay in an energy that knows how to get yourself out of that when it comes about. You know how to heal yourself. You know how to recognize the triggers, which is the reason for the read. To recognize the triggers and to help yourself out of that, so you can be victorious. And you're so victorious so often of this, so much of the time, so often. Let's grab a charm here. But I do see deep sadness, truthfully, when it doesn't work out, especially in the area of love. Okay, so the dolphin talks about just joyous, carefree, happiness, energy. And that's more of that healing energy, I feel. Yeah, something about when you were a child, you've been tough and I'm okay since you were a child. I'm okay. But really try and heal from always, I'm okay, to actually being okay. Your friends, your trusted friends, I feel like a small group of people, 1 or 2 people that you can really trust, will help you here to look at yourself a little bit more transparently. We've got the horse here, wild, free. Yeah, be free of these burdens. Be free of the loneliness when you feel it coming on, or you have a trigger that you're around, so you can know how to deal with it better. And the rose here, love, kind of coming full circle. Yeah, so love is definitely a trigger for you when it hasn't worked out. Of course, that's something we can say about so many of us, but I feel like you've had more than your share of kind of rough road there. But you don't wear it and nobody would be the wiser because, again, you insist on, I'm okay. I got this. But Spirit's saying, yeah, for your own health, give yourself a break. and kind of take a time out there from, I got this and I can make something else happen and I'm moving on. Kind of sit there with the loneliness, the trigger, the advice on what's best for you, your style to maneuver through that, get on the other side of this, so you really can heal and help yourself. That is your message, Aries. I hope you've liked it. If you have, please like, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, let's remember who we are. Let's remember our self-worth. Thanks for joining me.